All right, seventh grade, here we go. The next step in your content video is to search for pictures online. Now, when you search, there are a couple of requirements that you need to fulfill. You need to make sure that you have non-fuzzy pictures, so that means they need to be big enough so that when you put them into iMovie, they're not stretched and distorted. So I'm going to show you how to isolate and how to search for those photos. So let's pretend that my topic is Earth's layers. So I'm going to type Earth layers here into Google, and I'm going to go into images, because that's what we're searching for, pictures. And if you notice down here on the bottom of the photo, I'm not clicking on it yet, but as I move my mouse over, you can see some numbers. So this is 294 by 280. Your pictures that you're going to be selecting need to be a minimum of 500 pixels and a maximum of 2000 pixels, and that's on both sides. So if you look here, this particular photo, even though it's a good picture, we've got, inner core, outer core, mantle, crust, and it tells us sizes and everything, but the size of this photo is going to be really small. This one here is 394 by 242. That's not going to work. 310 by 219. That's not going to work. Now this one, 1200 by 900 will work, but I don't have any labels on it, so I really don't like that photo. So the more that I look at this first page, I realize that I need to take some of these out. So I'm going to click on Search Tools, and under size, I'm going to say large. So instead of having all kinds of sizes of pictures, I'm just going to get the large pictures. And now, if you'll notice, I've got 1290 by 900, 3105 by 2576. This one would not work because it is too big. If something's too big, then it's going to take extra time in iMovie, and we don't need that. So 1300 by 1300, that one would work. So now what I need to do is I need to find one that I like, that is in the correct size range, and I'll go ahead and pull that. I like this one because it's got this nice little key. It tells me the solid core and the outer core, and it's within my size range. Now, in order to pull this picture to the desktop, a lot of times people just want to take this and pull it straight over and let go. Here's the problem. Even though this photo says it's 1350 by 900, I can tell already that this is the wrong size photo because it says images, kind of like images. If I double click on that photo and I open it up in preview, you're going to notice it's really tiny. That's because I pulled the thumbnail picture. You do not want to pull the picture from this main page. So I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to say View Image, and that should take me to the full-size picture. That looks a lot better. From here, I'm going to drag this to the desktop, and then it's going to show up. You're going to see now that you have the name .jpg. That's exactly what I want. I'm going to double click on that, and now look at the difference between this picture and this picture. You will see that one is much larger than the other. This second picture is the one that I want. So you have to make sure you're paying attention when you pull your images that it doesn't say images or images. If it does, it's not going to work. So I'm actually going to drag that down and put that in the trash can. From here I can close this window out, and I can close this, and then I can keep searching for photos. The other thing that you need to pay attention to is the ending of your picture. It must be a .jpg. If it is not a .jpg, it will not go into iMovie. So there are two big things you need to look for. No images or images, because that means it's a small thumbnail picture, and it may only be a .jpg. You can't really tell that until you have completely pulled your photo off of a website. The other thing is some pictures you're not allowed to pull, so if it's not pulling, just go ahead and choose a different one. So in conclusion, make sure that your picture is between 500 pixels and 2000 pixels. Make sure that you have an actual name and not images, and make sure it is a .jpeg picture. You will need 8 photos one for each section of your script. Please make sure that your pictures match your section because that's what you're going to be talking about in your movie. All right, so you have this period to go ahead and find pictures. It should not take you more than this class period. About 5 minutes per picture is about 40 minutes. That's more than enough time for you to get everything done. Thanks.